There's nothing worse going out for a little paddle and accidentally falling in. Actually, there's one thing worse than that, not being able to get back on your board. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can get back on nice and safely and enjoy the rest of your paddle. Now, if you're new to paddleboarding and not very confident, it's going to be a bit scary falling off when you're out in the sea. But the best example of what you need to do is kind of like getting out of a swimming pool. You need to go to the edge and then like jump, kick and push all at the same time to then try and get your chest out and onto the board. Now, if you always struggled getting out of the swimming pool, getting onto a paddleboard is obviously going to be 10 times harder. You've got the waves, the wind, maybe a bit of a current, and it's obviously a bit more of an open environment. And you've got a wobbly floating surface to try and get onto as well. Now, when you do fall in, try and sort of push your board away from you if you can, just so you're not going to land on it funnily, and try and keep hold of your paddle, because obviously you need that. You also want to make sure that you're attached to your board, either by a leg leash or quick release waist belt, because if you fall off and the wind, tide or current is quicker than you can swim, then you're going to lose your board. And if you're a long way out, obviously you're going to be in trouble. Ideally as well, you're going to want to have a PDF or a buoyancy aid. Now, these will obviously help you when you're in the water, but almost hinder you when you're trying to get back on, because they can be a little bit bulky and they can get caught on the side of the paddleboard, meaning you have a little bit more of a pop to get up and over the edge. And with the paddle in your hand, you want to reach across to the other side of the paddleboard, get a good hold on the center handle, and together kick your legs and use your upper body to pull you up onto the paddleboard. Now, when you reach over and lift yourself over, there's obviously going to be a little bit of a rock, but hey ho, we are floating. You just got to keep hold and hang on, and it will correct itself if you get your body weight far enough over. And one thing you definitely don't want is your feet and legs underneath the paddleboard, because you're not going to be able to kick yourself up and give yourself the propulsion and momentum to get up and out of the water back onto the board. Things like the wind, tide and current may pull your feet underneath, so bear this in mind when you're approaching your paddleboard on which way you're going to try and get back on from. Now, once you're on the paddleboard, that's really the hard work over. Now you just need to work your legs and feet around so you're kind of laying on your stomach lengthways along the board. And from that point on, you're home and dry. You just need to get on your knees, get your paddle in your hands and start moving again. And when you're ready, you can stand back up. Now, the more you practice, the easier it will become and your confidence will grow. But if you're not fully confident about it yet, just practice it in shallow water. Now, if you do get yourself into a bit of trouble and you can't actually get back up onto your board, just hold on to the edge of it or the back and then kick your legs and try and paddle yourself back to shore. Hope you found some of those tips helpful. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this absolutely stunning day we've got here in England. And remember, have fun, stay young. You!